Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. If you haven't seen my last video, you should check it out. It's basically I do like a little tour through the van and give you like a basic rundown on everything. And in that video I said I was going to go into more detail in future videos, so I'm going to start doing that now. I actually had a request from a viewer to make a video showing how I fit my motorbike in the back of the van, so how I incorporated all that and designed the build around fitting a motorbike in the back. So I thought I'd do that in this video. So yeah, I'll give you guys a look. So this is the view towards the back of the van. As you can see, the bike's on the left-hand side there, alongside the bed, and it actually fits underneath the kitchen counter. So the wheel slots in just underneath that overhang there, and I designed it like that on purpose just to make the most of the space. And then the bike, as far as how wide the bike is versus the bed, it actually fits perfectly with the king single mattress. And there's a little bit of an overhang with the handlebar there, but that's not an issue. It actually helps me get out of bed sometimes, just grab onto the handle and pull myself up. To make it easier to get to the bike and to get the bike out, and also if I want to work on the bike while I'm in the van, I've designed the bed so that it folds out of the way. It's pretty easy to do. As you can see, from here to here is basically open, so once you fold the bed out of the way, it just creates a walkway all the way to the back, and also gives you more space, like I said, at the back if you want to work on the bike or something. And I also use under the bed for storage. So yeah, I'll move the mattress and fold the bed up, and I'll show you how all that works. But I can't do it with the camera in my hand, so I'm gonna have to put you down for a sec. Alright, so now you can see what it's like when the bed's folded out of the way. The mattress just goes up against the wall like that, and then you just literally lift this part up. There's hinges under there, and the whole thing just hinges up, and as you lift it up, these are also on hinges. So this is the leg, like the support leg, that just folds out of the way as well. And then you get all this space to be able to walk through to the back. Like I said, I use under the bed for storage, so I've got a couple of big storage boxes that fit really well under there. And there's the bike. So this red thing that the wheel is in is called a wheel chock. It's bolted down to the body of the van, so it's super secure. And basically, when you wheel the bike in there, there's this piece at the back here which rocks forward and locks the wheel in. And it actually holds the bike by itself really well. Like, I don't even really need to strap the bike in. I do strap it in just for safety and also just to stop it from wobbling around, but it holds it in pretty well. And then I just put this one strap here to the handlebar, and it pulls it against the wall. And I've just got a t-shirt there just so it doesn't damage the wall. My plan was, long term, I was going to kind of put like a pad here or something, like screw a pad into the wall. It's just one of those little projects that I never got around to doing, but I'll probably do it in the future. Yeah, but that's how the bike fits in there. And then underneath the bike there, you can see I've got a ramp. It's like a folding ramp, and when I open the back doors up, I just wheel it out. So yeah, hopefully that answers any questions that you guys had about the bike and how it fits in the back of the van. As you can see, I've kind of designed the van around that. That was one of the main criteria for me. And that's what I really like about building your own van, and I love that about the van community. You can watch so many different videos on people's builds and they're all different. You know, this is my take on van life. This is kind of my personality injected into van life, and this is what I wanted. It would be perfect for me, and maybe someone else would want something totally different. You know, example would be when I built my van, I wanted a king single bed because I'm a tall guy and I'm only in here by myself. Whereas if you're like a couple living or traveling together, you might want a double bed. And for example, my kitchen counter is actually a lot taller than a standard household kitchen counter because I'm a tall guy again. So I built that around me. I've noticed a lot of people's builds, they don't put much of an emphasis on the kitchen area. So like the sink, sometimes they just have like a little bowl. The stove might just be like a little single burner or something. For me, food's kind of a big thing. I cook all my own food, and I want to feel like it's as easy to do that in my van as it would be in a house. So I got a big 2-burner, and I got a sink that was like a full-size house sink, and that works perfectly for me. And like I said, the counter's taller, so I don't have to bend over. It's actually easier for me to cook and clean in my van than it is in a house, you know, so that's really cool. And the bike aspect is something that's really important to me. I love motorbikes, and I have since I was a kid, and I really wanted to incorporate a motorbike into the van, and I didn't want to have to keep it outside the van. You know, it's just one of those things, like security wise, and also just leaving it out in the weather all the time. I wanted to be able to fit it in the van if I was going to do it, and that's why I bought the long wheelbase. You know, if I didn't want the motorbike in here, then I could have gone with a shorter wheelbase and it would have been perfect. But yeah, so that's something I really like about a van life, and I love looking at other people's builds and seeing why they did certain things. So, you know, you guys would know there's heaps of videos out there that you would have seen with different styles and personalities. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my build, and you know, leave your comments below, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to go through as well, any other parts of the van that you want explained in more detail, and I'll make it in a future video. But until then, I'll see you guys later.